Hey, welcome back to Wood Sports Gaming. We're going to continue our road to the show with David Woods, the first baseman for the Minnesota Twins. We've got a series with the Cleveland Guardians, 3 games, and we go on the road to play the Yankees for 4. Then we got the Boston Red Sox, and then we'll be back home taking on Milwaukee and Chicago to wrap up the month of August right here on MLB Road to the Show. Also, don't forget, hit that like button,
from the home of the Twins since 2010,
share this
Target
video with a
Field
friend,
in Minneapolis,
and
Minnesota.
get that soda ready,
This evening,
get the popcorn
we've got a
out,
matchup
and
from
enjoy
the AL Central Division
MLB,
between the
the
Cleveland
show,
Indians
road
and
to
the
the show
Minnesota
mode
Twins.
featuring
It's
first
time
baseman,
for
Minnesota
Twins
Twins,
baseball.
David Woods.
Next.
21.
Also, a reminder, we do not own the content to the game. It belongs to MLB and San Diego Studios. We are only using for
Joe
entertainment
Ryan
purposes.
gets the starting nod for the Twins. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
In now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And this isn't his strong side, at least not in terms when you look at the stat sheet or his consistent contact rate.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. It's the Tribe thing. Twins coming to bat. Up next for Minnesota, David Woods. And now the first pitch. Hit hard to the right side. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. On to the second inning now from Minneapolis with no score. So now here is David Woods looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. First pitch of the AB on its way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Ramirez has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Striding in for the Indians, number 4 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Weakly hit towards first. Scooped up. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. AB. Here's the 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians forced to settle for 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Indians 1 and the Twins nothing. The next Twin up, David Woods, flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
First pitch on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Throw over to the bag. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
I think this one all comes down to poor footwork. The runner really didn't have that big of a lead by any means, so he was probably just simply throwing over there. It looks pretty easy, right? But when you're spinning to make that throw like that, this one just gets away from him, something he might need to work on before his next outing.
The 1-1 home. Runner at second here with one man out. 2-1 pitches. That circle change swung.
Discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
The 2-2. Rolled slowly to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So stepping in is Bo Naylor, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. There's one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Digging in, the switch hitter, David Woods. He bounced out last time up. And now the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Before the 0-2, a look to first. And he's back in standing. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in. Another 0-2 coming. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Naylor recovers, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, number 38. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Twin strand a pair. They lead it 2-1. At the plate now is Brendan Donovan. He grounded out last time up.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
Next, it'll be number 15. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Hit to first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Well, good fundamental baseball might just win them this ball game. They had the go-ahead run at second base, so.
And step. From the stretch.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Fouled off. One and one, here it comes. He swings and misses, throw down. Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Final strike for the Twins. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And that ball is gone. Santa Maria, game over. two-run shot to straightaway center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
Ball game. Minnesota came through and it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Taylor Rogers wins his fourth game out of the bullpen this year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Up next, David Woods, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Hey, swinging from the right side against left-handed pitching has been an area of concern for this guy so far this season. And his numbers aren't very pretty in those matchups.
Donovan settles under it near second. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. So next it'll be the four-hole hitter for the Tribe, number 4, a hit in 2 tries so far. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 5th. Ready now is David Woods. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Number 10 is there to take it, and that's the second out of the inning. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Will Brennan. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. The 2-2 to first. Scooped up. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Well executed two-seamer on the out.
To go and set to go is the rookie first baseman, David Woods.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus. Stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
The 1-0 home. Liner in there for a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Byron Buxton is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And he'll be tagged out at the plate. Trying to tie the ball game, but instead he becomes out number 2. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Stephen Kwan. Go-ahead run at first. Nobody out. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. To second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Into the box, David Woods. He could make these fans go nuts and secure the win if he can place a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at
Middle part of the order done.
Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
And it's fouled away. Now the 2-1. High in the air out to center field. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Here's Byron Buxton now, and he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Grounded weakly to the left. He's got to hurry, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. In at the plate, Royce Lewis. The winning run stands at second base. Now the 0-2 pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Big spot here, and it'll be Zeke Tovar, though they might pitch around him here with a couple of bases empty. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. 10 innings. 11th inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Bo Naylor. Here's the first pitch. Grounded to first. He's got it. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. Big at-bat now, and here is David Woods. The winning run stands at second base. Here's the first pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Racing back the left fielder. Ball game! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and with 1 swing of the bat, this ball game is over. And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. Number 17 gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that will wrap things for Mark DeRosa. Dan, please. Now from the land of 10,000 lakes, we've got afternoon baseball from Target Field in Minneapolis. Today, it's an American League Central Division matchup between the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins. It's Twins baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Minnesota Twins.
Garrett Whitlock gets the starting nod for the Twins. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. David Woods comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing with Matt Ross.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. One out and a runner on second base. And now yanked foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack.
And now here is Gabriel Arias, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Gabriel.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping in next, number 15 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Next up is David Woods. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Now the 1-1 pitch. It's in there, and the Twins look to have an extra base hit on their first hit of the game. And he'll pull into second with one away.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton.
Center fielder. Byron.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Buxton.
Popped him up. Arias shading to his right. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Next, it'll be number 38. The 0-1 offering. Swing and a flare hit toward right. And that's going to fall for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Will Brennan. A potential tying run for him at third base. Bounce to first. A dive, and he knocks it down. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. 3 left for the Indians. They trail this one 1-0. Now to the plate, here is
Well.
next. Here is number 4. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season? He's proven to be a solid tool at the back of the bullpen, and every team needs one of those.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Cleveland used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Number 34 claims the win out of the pen his first. Cade.
It matter the beginning of your career? Why does it matter for a young player to have early success in the majors?
Well, I think everyone wants to make a good first impression. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And I think confidence brings future success. I don't think there's anyone who walks into a major league clubhouse for the first time and knows they are going to have success. I think you can have confidence in your ability, but I think that initial success brings confidence, and then that confidence brings more success. So getting off to a good start, making that good first impression, I think is so much better than getting off to a bad start. So it opens eyes. I think it opens up opportunities, and it makes that leash a little longer for your organization to make decisions on you.
Getting set for baseball now on a Thursday night from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. Two playoff hopefuls duke it out for wild card standing. Next.
21 New York Yankees.
Max Fried, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch and he knows how to minimize damage.
Next to dig in, David Woods. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the pitch. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their
Urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
hit hard up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Twins wind up. Next to stand in is David Woods. He singled in his first AB.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone!
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on.
Leading off the inning, it'll be David Woods, and they could use a spark from him here.
If you look at their win percentage or something like that right now, got to be honest, the odds are obviously stacked against them. But I'm looking for them to show me something right now.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Judge looks up, gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and it's now a 7-4 ball game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
David Woods coming to the plate again as we look back at his 2 home runs in the game so far. The most recent back in the 6th inning. And now the first pitch. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And it's quickly 0-2. Fouled away. hit hard on the ground to second. To second for one. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
When a glove toss is, well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
8-5 tonight. The Yanks took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Max Fried earns win number 7 on the season. Cole Sands was unable to work out of the second inning as he saddled with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
For the Twins, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.
A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. 2 playoff hopefuls duke it out for wild card standing. Next. Number 31, the Maine native, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, David Woods comes in hitting just a hair below 300 this season. He's set. Here it comes. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeouts working him these days. Look.
Digging in now for the Yankees, number 25. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Next for New York, Jazz Chisholm comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. On the ground to the right side. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And the run will cross to make this a 1-0 Yankee lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And he fouls this one off.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Now into the box, David Woods, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Grounded up the first baseline, taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So next to hit is first pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. In there, a base hit. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty V, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on him because you're walking into that batter's box thinking.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. Now to the plate, Trevor Larnach. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Popped him up. Chisholm over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. In at the plate, Royce Lewis. They'll go work on getting that time. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone! And with 2 out in the 9th, they have taken the lead. In left as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Wow, this is a tough one to swallow, right? You come in as a closer, and you're used to striking guys out and having one. Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind at the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Twins came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Number 55 wins out of the bullpen his 9th. Baseball from the Big Apple. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. 2 playoff hopefuls duke it out for wild card standing. Next.
New York Yankees.
Carlos Rodon will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Rodon has registered just under 110 innings on the mound, and with an ERA in the 5s, has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well, winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, 2 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punt.
Now at the plate is Austin Wells. 1 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
One out, runner at first, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu.
DJ LeMahieu.
Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. That's how you roll it. 5 to 4 to 3. A double play sends us to break. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Now at the plate, here is David Woods. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. First offering on its way. Fouled off. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Wells is after it. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that brings up the former National League MVP Cody Bellinger.
Cody
To first.
Bellinger.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And now in the box, David Woods. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now as the Twins have rallied to tie it at 2.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already.
So now into the box is David Woods as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here. Now fastball a bit too low.
This doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's...
Oh, and now meanwhile this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run.
The bullpen is going to have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning, but they're going to be able to throw.
Next to hit, Jazz Chisholm. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Last chance for the Yankees. He squares, and it's in the air. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching.
Earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Number 17 hammers down the save, his 27th of the campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi White, and our entire crew.
I'm so impressed with him and his ability to hit from both sides of the dish. I mean, we've all seen guys that do it, but really, they usually struggle from one side of the plate or the other. Not him, though. He's a true switch hitter who has a lot of success from either side of the box.
Chopped weakly to the left.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Hey, this is the big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage the last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one.
On the first, and there's one gone here to start the second. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is set down one. Leading off the inning, it'll be Giancarlo Stanton as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
Next to hit is David Woods. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Swing and oh my. Hit him with the high. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year as the Twins push their lead up to 4-1.
Boy, talk about bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Next up, David Woods, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
And that home run he hit his last time up, he isn't going to forget about anytime soon. He absolutely destroyed a fastball.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. And another foul ball. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2.
Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Minnesota get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Pablo Lopez earned his 9th win of the year. Number 17 earns the save out of the bullpen. 28th on the.
Well, yeah, the one thing you have to do is know your strengths. And once you know your strengths, you can adjust to anything else secondary-wise that these pitchers are going to exploit your weaknesses with. But I always said stay away from your weaknesses and sort of understand what your strengths were. And mine was the fastball. So why look for anything other than the fastball? And that's something that you can take to the field every single day as sort of like a confidence builder to make sure you stay on your grind when you're in the cage and then get ready for that game at 7 o'clock.
Well, it's not quite a nor'easter, but the rain's coming down pretty good here at Fenway Park in Boston. Today, the opener of this 3-game set between the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. It's Red Sox baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Ranger Suarez, the Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not...
Now to bat, David Woods. He homered in the series finale back on Sunday. Fielded cleanly. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A bouncer to the left side. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak.
Is fully aware of who's hot and who's not, and trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 2-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Duran is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they've got a run on 2 hits, no errors.
Right here, this guy has been doing this a long time, a veteran that won't let the emotion get to him.
Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Today, Caleb Ferguson earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 6 runs on 13 hits. No errors, they left 13 men on base. For the Twins, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors, they left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 45 minutes.
From the oldest park in baseball, MLB The Show comes your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. Major League Baseball on the show starts now.
Boston Red Sox.
Crawford is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
And the pitch. David Woods swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And the guy patrolling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you're a good ball club, you better be strong. This guy takes tremendous route.
Now batting, number 75.
Hit softly down the line at first. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1. Striding in is David Woods as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Decent, but not great results so far this season from the left side. I know he'd like better, certainly, but he's definitely still a capable hitter in this setup.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
Here we go.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Down go the Twins in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Now at the plate, David Woods struck out in his last trip to the plate.
David Woods.
Let's go right here.
He comes set. Here's the no, and that's ball 1.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here. Need you right here, kid.
Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back. The 1-0, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
Hey, gripping and ripping, kid. Let's go.
And he'll just watch the splitter here, 2-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that is in there at the letters to run it full, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
The 3-2 pitch is in there, a called strike 3. Twins wind up stranding 1. They trail 5-2. Next up for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. He bounced out last time up.
Connor Wong. Drive home safely.
Now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Today the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Lucas Giolito gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, you know, we talk a lot of teams that go from worst to first, but how about Lucas Giolito? He went from one of the worst pitchers in Major League Baseball to one of the best in a short amount of time. He has a no-hitter in his back pocket. Great fastball, straight changeup combination. His changeup is so good, he almost uses it like conventional pitchers use a curveball or a slider. Basically a two-pitch guy. If he has that straight changeup, he can throw up a lot of zeros.
A ball and a strike. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to extend.
Trying to bring in the tying run from third here. First pitch of the AB on its way. No balls and one strike.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. One run scores. The run scores from second. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, that'll cure being down by a run. Big 2 RBI base hit right there, D-Road, to give his team the lead.
Yeah, he flipped the script on that one, Dan. They were losing by one. Huge knock right there. Hopefully the pitcher goes out and attacks.
He's set. The 2-2. This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning. Pick up 3 runs. So the next to bat will be David Woods, and they're runners at the corners now.
Over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it.
So stepping in is Connor Wong. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Scooped up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. And now David Hamilton. Now the payoff pitch home. Popped high in the air. Woods is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. (4-2) the final score today. The Twins led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Ryan Borucki wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year.
Well, I think the biggest thing that I'm seeing is confidence. You know, this guy has developed the correct way, and he's up there, and he's playing at a high level. He's got big-time confidence, mental toughness, too. You don't get to that level without being mentally tough. This kid's showing absolute mental toughness that he can play at this level and really succeed. I think that's the biggest thing I see from him right now.
Mental toughness makes you a career 302 hitter. Case. Now the biggest separator for him is being a flash in the pan or being a long-term player in this league, and how he's going to handle the adjustment the leagues make to him the second and the third time they see him, right?
Well, that's the great thing about this game of baseball. It's the greatest game in the world. It's a big game of chess, right? Because you're going to have success, and then they're going to watch video. They're going to figure out how to go at you the next time differently. And guess what? So it's a game of adjustments. They make an adjustment to you. You make an adjustment to them. You're always continuously making adjustments in this game, and that's what's so beautiful about the game of baseball.
The old cat and mouse game that we all love.